Today we are talking about tweezers and customers. Okay, so what we have here is a bag of about 100 titanium tweezers, and there is another 900 titanium tweezers right there. That's 1,000 titanium tweezers. That's what we've got so far from my machinist. He's still doing another 1,000 and however more. Now, we haven't started tumbling them yet in here because we've just taken delivery of this, a new tumbler, vibratory tumbler. We received it yesterday. Loosely sort of done the layout for the wiring and the pump and stuff like that. I'll explain it a bit more in a minute. And so we're sort of just getting that set up because I want to do those tweezers in this machine. This is a vibratory tumbler, so it's kind of like a donut shape, as you can see. The media goes in here. The whole machine vibrates, so hopefully you can see this. So that vibrates, but it vibrates very fast. And you know, the media folds in there. It takes a lot longer than the centrifugal tumbler. And so what happens with this is it vibrates, and interestingly, it's a cleaner process than the centrifugal tumbler. Because with the centrifugal tumbler, we've got these barrels here, and so you put the media in there with, you know, the titanium tweezers, for instance, and it's in there for an hour or two, and the water gets dirty and it stays dirty. It really doesn't affect the quality of the finish or anything, because we change the water if we need to and make it cleaner again. But with this, the water drips in here and drips out here. So, and there's this electronic pump on the wall to sort of control all that. We don't even know how it works yet, but it's still it's new to us, so we're going to figure that out in the next few days. So I won't show any more on this machine right now because it's sitting quietly, sleeping, because we have no electricity going to it. But once we get up and running, I'll do a better video on it and show you how it works, and show myself how it works. There was something I actually wanted to discuss with you today, and that is customers. I feel quite lucky that I get lots of emails from customers complaining. Now, I'm not complaining that they're complaining. Let me explain that. I go out of my way in every communication that I do, whether it's in Kickstarter comments, YouTube comments, my website comments, in email, private messages, in blog posts I do, Kickstarter updates, and these videos, every form of communication that I do, I try to make it clear that someone who buys something from me is, you know, like, they are 100% supported. Like, if at any time they want a replacement, a refund, or just anything, you know, they have any issues whatsoever with anything they get from me, I will bend over backwards to just help them out, whether it's, you know, to give them their money back, give a replacement, whatever problems, because there is problems, because what I'm doing, you know, I mean, I've only been in this a few years, you know, I still screw up on a daily basis, both just general screw ups in the things I do and don't do, but also products, you know, unforeseen things in products, you know, for instance, the titanium mechanical pencils and pens that have just gone out, a percentage of the pens, the lids are too tight initially, and people are having issues with that. So, you know, that's one example. The pencils, let me think, there's the tips, the way I ground the tips, they're slightly off, so sometimes they look not centered. That's on a minority of the pencils, but still it's on a percentage of them. So what I'm trying to do when I communicate that please get in contact with me if there's any issues, is that I want to remove any barriers to people thinking, oh, you know, I can't tell Magnus about this, you know, he might be annoyed that I want a refund, or you might be annoyed that I'm not happy. I'll tell you what, I'm annoyed if I find out that you're unhappy. Like, that's annoying, because like that's the last thing I want. I want people to, you know, to get extreme value out of what they get. If someone buys something from me and they just don't like it, I like encourage them and try and persuade them to like get a refund from me. I'm like my own sort of devil's advocate kind of thing, because I think it's better for all involved. The money is sort of like, you know, I think if you really provide value, the money to a certain degree will take care of itself, you know, and I'll be able to stay in business and keep in business, keep building and coming out with new products, you know. And so the reason I want to sort of talk about that right now is that I've had lots of people sending me emails recently in the last sort of 2 weeks, not so much emails but more messages through Kickstarter, because I sent out like 450 or 500 Kickstarter rewards. And so what happens then is you get a bunch of feedback, good and bad. And you know, I really appreciate it. It's awesome that I feel that more people are saying that now than they used to. And like, that's my aim. Like, my aim is to have it not happen, so that, you know, like every product is perfect. Every product that's received is perfect. There's no issues. But I doubt that's possible, because of like, I'm always pushing boundaries and trying new things, and I don't think it's possible. So the best thing I can do, or the next best thing I can do really, is really support it. And so when I get people contact me saying, you know, this is an issue here, or there's a problem here, or package isn't turned up, or whatever it is, like, I'm glad that happens, because it means there's no barrier between them and me, and them thinking that they can't contact me. And I don't really know where I'm going with that. I think I'm just saying, like, thanks to everyone who tells me things that I'm doing wrong, or things that I've screwed up, because it really makes it better for the next person, and it makes it better for me, and it makes it better for, you know, future customers. It's sort of like it's sort of self-improving, kind of like, it's not a very good analogy here, but for every plane crash, it makes flying safer for every future passenger. It's true, it's a harsh truth, but it's extremely true. That is unbelievable. The camera connects to the phone, and I can start recording and I can stop recording like this. That is amazing. And apparently I can like download photos from the camera straight to here, just with it connects through Wi-Fi. Technology is unbelievable. Have a look at this.